Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm gonna do a reading. We're gonna see what the message is today. Keep in mind it's general. It could be past, present, future. You will know best where it fits in your story, okay? If it resonates at all. If it doesn't, then it might just be for someone else. So let's get into it, guys. What is the message today? What is the message today? Hope you guys are all having a good weekend, a nice 4th of July weekend. Happy birthday, America. All right, let's see what's going on. What's happening? The Three of Swords in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. Okay. All right, so we have a King of Wands here. This could be you, or this could be someone that you're dealing with. Somebody has overcome pain, overcome heartache, overcome some sort of something. We'll see what that is. Five of Swords. Somebody is plotting, scheming, trying to win at all costs, thinking of a way of how to get over on someone. Okay. Let's see. What's the Three of Swords in reverse? This could also be someone that doesn't like that you're healed, or they don't like that you're not hurting in some sort of way. So we do have the Ten of Swords at the bottom. It's a little bit concerning. Why is the Three of Swords in reverse here? Strength and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so heavy Leo energy, Queen of Wands and strength. And the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so some sort of equal give and take. Why is the Five of Swords here? The Five of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands. 5, 5, 4, 4. Those numbers could be significant. You could be seeing those numbers a lot. 2, 2, 2 right now on the clock. Change, instability. The fives are all about change. And the fours are about stability, home, and family. Okay, why is the King of Wands here? The Three of Swords. The Eight of Swords. Okay, this person is feeling hurt, feeling trapped, feeling like their hands are tied. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, something was a bad investment, or they're getting some sort of bad financial news, or some sort of an investment they made isn't going as planned. This person feels trapped in a circumstance. Okay, let's see. Tell me more about the Three of Swords in reverse, please. The Lovers. So you've overcome some sort of pain within a relationship, or there's no heartache, there's no pain here. The World, yeah, a cycle has closed out, or there's an end to some sort of a chapter. Let's see. Tell me about the Three of Swords in reverse. The Phoenix, a new phase, rekindling, renewing, transformation, growth, change, mind. Yeah, so something has transformed. This is about overcoming some sort of pain, wanting to heal some sort of heartbreak in a relationship with a new phase. Somebody wants to start over. They want to have a new phase and rekindle a relationship. Okay. Text, calls, emails in reverse though. But an awaited message never arrived. Somebody never reached out to somebody. Somebody is not communicating with someone, or somebody's not receiving some sort of an answer to something. Tell me why the Queen of Wands is here. The Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. This has to do with definitely some sort of communication. Some sort of talking about finding a solution to something, wanting to cooperate, like minds thinking. Communicating about what? About somebody dating someone new, meeting someone new. Okay, so somebody has reached out to a Queen of Wands, talking about planning a date, wanting to set a date. Wanting to set a date to work together because somebody was being charmed or used. Because somebody was being charmed or used. Okay, tell me more about this, please. The High Priestess and the Empress. The High Priestess and the Empress. Why is the High Priestess and the Empress here? Imprisonment. Trying to get someone stuck in their head. Trying to get someone... This is a trap. Wanting to plan a date. Somebody's being charmed or used. But an awaited message never arrived. Bad health in reverse. What is this about? Judgment and the Six of Wands. This is about some sort of victory. Somebody's under judgment. Yet a yes answer. Page of Cups in reverse. Somebody, it was rejected. Or somebody never responded, or there was no message. What is this about? Someone's rejection. The Ten of Wands. The Seven of Swords. Is this about someone that felt extremely burdened? Somebody that wanted to push forward a goal here, or somebody that's lying about something, being very manipulative, trying to carry on in a situation. What's the Page of Cups in reverse? Somebody's lying. There's no clarity, there's no truth. Somebody's not getting an answer. They're not getting some sort of clarity. They're not getting some sort of truth. They feel like someone is lying. They're getting the silent treatment. Somebody got the silent treatment. I feel like there was some, okay, so I don't know who you are in the situation, who's who. Okay, I can't really place my finger on that. But it looks like somebody communicated with a Queen of Wands, or this was a Queen of Wands communicating, reaching out to someone. Somebody's reaching out to someone, talking to someone, charming and using someone, talking about wanting to find a date or wanting to plan a date. Wanting to plan a date, setting a date, but now somebody is not receiving an answer. So first someone said, I want to heal a relationship. I want to transform something, have a new phase in a relationship. But now someone's getting the silent treatment. They're not getting an answer. Someone is not responding. So what's the Six of Pentacles? The Five of Swords, trying to win at all costs. Somebody's being manipulative here when it comes to family. So this could have to do with family, or wanting to be a family with someone, or telling someone what they want to hear when it comes to giving something to someone. What's the Six of Pentacles? Oh, wanting to work on something. Okay, fix something. Okay. So basically what this is giving me is someone reaches out to someone. So someone reaches out to the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Wands reaches out to someone, take it how it resonates, and talks about wanting to heal a relationship. I want to work on the relationship with you. I want to overcome some sort of heartbreak. I want a new phase. But now there's silent treatment. Now there's no more conversation. There's no more talking. Somebody's not getting any kind of truth in the situation. Somebody was being charmed or used. Okay, because a liar, because somebody, tell me about this, a liar feels burdened, or someone feels burdened because of a lie. What is that? Or someone feels like something is too much to bear with some sort of a gift or a money blessing, or yeah, something monetary, giving something to someone. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. It's kind of giving me like, look, because the Six of Pentacles is here. So if somebody is contacting someone saying, I want to have a new phase with you, I want to rekindle something with you, I want to heal a relationship with you, and they promise someone some sort of a gift, okay, with the Six of Pentacles. They were charmed, they were used, they were promised a gift. Oh yeah, I'm going to give this to you, and this is going to be amazing, and I'm planning a date, and we're going to have a, you know, it's going to be this special thing here with a gift. Now the liar feels burdened by this promise. They feel trapped. Somebody feels trapped by the promise that they made. Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, somebody doesn't want to carry this burden on any longer. Maybe that's why somebody, Five of Swords in reverse, before they get exposed. Maybe that's why somebody's just not communicating anymore. Somebody cut off contact with someone because they couldn't deliver. The Ten of Pentacles, it has something to do with a lot of money. The King of Wands, okay. So this King of Wands is significant. It has something to do with this person and a lot of money. A Ten of Pentacles, some sort of inheritance or generational wealth or a large amount of money. What's that? The pathway. Because this whole thing about wanting to buy someone a gift and wanting to give someone a new beginning in love, this was all part of this King of Wands pathway to a big amount of money. Divorce in reverse, marriage in reverse, wealthy man in reverse. A pathway to a divorce or a pathway after a divorce is a greedy person. A greedy person that doesn't have any money, okay, or they could be in debt, or they're a shady business person. They do shady things for money. This has to do with a divorce and the pathway that this person chose, okay. So how does that correlate? This King of Wands wants a bunch of money. They want some sort of an inheritance. So they tell a Queen of Wands that they're going to give this person a gift. How does that tie in? Nine of Cups in reverse. The Magician. And the King of Swords. This has to do with creating some sort of an illusion here or trying to manipulate something about a King of Swords. Playing on someone's unhappiness, feeling unhappy, feeling unfulfilled, feeling like something is missing. Tell me more about this. The snake. It's because someone here is a snake. They're an enemy. They think they're clever, malicious. A snake. Talking to a friend, girl talk, time with friends. Someone talking to a girl, talking to a Queen of Wands, or somebody is a snake. Whoever is talking to this Queen of Wands is a snake. That's what I'm getting off of this, okay? Talking to a girl or girl talk, talking on the phone. Someone here is a snake. Yeah, okay. So tell me more about trying to win at all costs. Five of Swords. Yeah, it's like a plan, toil and labor. It's a plan. All of this is to hold on to some sort of stability, hold on to some sort of money, a property maybe even, okay, some sort of assets, wanting to hold on to something. What is someone sad about? Five of Cups. Somebody's sad about someone dating, flirting, hooking up, a third party interference, some sort of seduction. Out of time, no more time. It doesn't need any more time. Something doesn't take any more time, or something is not progressing. So part of this plan for this King of Wands to win at all costs, to get to this inheritance, to get to this money, is to make someone sad that a relationship doesn't progress farther than just hooking up or dating. Okay. Self-indulgence. Because somebody is only focused on themselves. Okay. Yeah, somebody is just being strung along. Someone is just an option. So part of this whole plan is to make someone feel like they're just being strung along, or that's like part of the narrative, I guess. Someone is just being strung along. Someone is just an option. Somebody's just there for hooking up and nothing more than that. Someone's just some sort of flirting, dating, okay? Nothing is changing with some sort of time. Okay, as time goes on, nothing changes. The Four of Cups and someone's unhappiness in this situation. So it's kind of giving me like this King of Wands knowing that you might have felt this way at some point in your relationship, okay? They knew you felt this way. They knew you felt like you were being just strung along. You felt like you were just an option. You felt like you were, you know, just being used to hook up. Like your relationship wasn't going anywhere. Someone was being selfish, only focused on themselves. And them using these feelings to create this plan to the inheritance or to the money. Where then it comes in where somebody wants to heal a relationship with someone that they're not talking to, or now there's no more contact. So it ties in together in that sense. It's like this King of Wands knows you feel this way, or they knew you felt this way in the past, and they use this as like a basis to their plan, okay? That's what this is giving me. The Star, yeah, they knew what you wanted. They knew how you felt, but they also knew what you wanted, what you wished for with the Star, okay? The Magician, this is what they used to create some sort of an illusion. It's like they use this as the Magician. The Magician has all of the tools that he needs to create something, right? So what he's putting in his little kettle here is these emotions that you felt in the past. That's what he's mixing together in his cauldron here, this King of Wands. And that was the strategy. That is the strategy that it was then built off of. The whole plan of something was built on how you felt at a certain point in your life, where you felt like you were just being treated like an option and you were being used, you know, just for fun, but someone, you know, was only focused on themselves here, okay? Right, so tell me why this King of Wands is heartbroken here. Or why is the Three of Swords here? The Seven of Swords and the Sun. Now something is being exposed about how this person used your heartbreak and your pain and things that were hurting you in their favor to manipulate and lie and get away with something. It's like this is like a King of Wands. This is a person that analyzed you, thought that they had like pinpointed something that really hurt you, and this is what they then use to their advantage to lie, to base. It's kind of like they say sometimes, like when people tell a lie, they'll tell like 99% lie and 1% truth. And I feel like in this situation, the 1% truth that this person was using is you felt like an option, you felt like you were being used, you felt like somebody was only focused on themselves, you felt like you were only being used for fun time and nothing more than that. And that is the 1% truth that they use to then base the 99% lies off of, because in their mind, if they construct a story on this basis, then it will appear to be true, the lie, because those feelings were there at some point in your life, if you get what I'm saying. So King of Pentacles at the bottom. What's the Sun? Coffin. Now some sort of truth is coming out about an ending, bringing a new beginning, which is interesting because that's what's going on over here with this Queen of Wands, right? Is where someone wants a new beginning after an ending. Somebody wants to heal from heartbreak. They want to heal from some sort of pain in the relationship. They want to rekindle something. Okay, now the truth is coming out about this. Watching, looking, stalking, and perception. They use this to change the perception of a new beginning. So you know what this is giving me? Okay, so let's say, look, someone strings you along. Someone treats you like an option. Someone, you know, like I just said, all these things. Someone's only focused on themselves. This King of Wands knows this. And so he creates a story about why you were treated that way. Okay, so they strip away why someone treated you that way. Let's say someone was treating you this way because they had other things going on, okay, or they were going through school and they didn't have time to focus on a relationship, or they had a busy job, or let's just put it that way, right? This King of Wands takes this feeling and says all of a sudden, no, you were treated that way because somebody actually didn't want to be with you, and because somebody was because you know you're not worth anything, and because you're just a hoe, and you're not good enough to be held as something stable and secure, and you're not, like, turning the narrative around that you were being treated that way because of you, like it was your fault. You get what I'm saying? It's like changing the perception of why you were being treated that way and why you felt that way. It's like, it feels like trying to point the blame somewhere else. So instead of this thing over here being the reason why you were being treated that way, why you felt that way, they're trying to say, you are the reason why you were being treated that way and why you felt that way. You get what I'm saying? It's like trying to change the perception of what happened. And maybe even with a Queen of Wands over here, it's like they could have also said that the reason why you were being treated this way is because someone had a new beginning with someone else, and that's why you were only an option, because somebody didn't actually value you or choose you. They actually went to someone else. It's giving me that, right? The 1% lie and the 1% truth, the 99% lie, and basing everything off of some pretty significant heartbreak that you went through, or just some really difficult emotions to deal with when it comes to how someone was treating you. Okay, this person tried to skew what happened to you and how you dealt with it and how you felt through it and why that happened to you. They tried to create a whole different narrative based off of that, if you get what I'm saying. So what's the Eight of Swords? The Privileged Lady. Because this person's whole intention was to trap the privileged lady, okay? This is like weaponizing your own feelings against you, right? This false person. It's basically like, look, like, you know, let's say there's a tree that falls over on your house and this is just an example, okay? This is just to put something in perspective. A tree falls on your house and you're devastated, okay? You're absolutely devastated, right? About this fact of something that happened. It devastates you. It makes you feel a lot of different emotions. This person knows that you feel devastated about a certain instance in your life, and all of a sudden they start telling everyone that will listen to them that you cut down the tree on purpose and threw it into your own house so that you can collect insurance money off of it. You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's like they take the one instance, they know that you went through something really tough, and then they take the 1% truth and they create a whole other narrative about it to make you look bad. That's what this is giving me here, okay? So what else? The Seven of Cups, to create a whole freaking illusion about what happened, man. To just confuse everyone about what kind of a person you are and what actually happened and why you felt like you were only or what, something maybe even about a third party, okay? Or you being treated like you're an option, or maybe somebody tried to say that you are a third party, you were a third party. You know, this maybe you were in a relationship with the King of Wands, or maybe this is a completely random person on the outside saying you were a third party and someone treated you that way because they were only stringing you along, and they never intended on, you know, they were wasting your time and all of this stuff, right? Because you're not special, and they never wanted to be with you anyways, like something like that. The Five of Swords in reverse, yeah, but now someone can no longer manipulate, okay? Somebody's being held accountable. People are seeing through someone's manipulation here. Why? Because of a King of Cups. Why is somebody seeing through some sort of manipulation here with a King of Cups? Because of a Queen of Swords and how somebody has been working long-term, investing into their money, working on business, working on career, focused on finances. Or this has to do with an investment, or this has to do with how these people have been working hard to get to some sort of money. The Four of Swords. The Devil. What's the Devil? The Five of Wands and Strength. It's like somebody could have been trying to make you look like you're someone that's very controlling, okay? You're very angry, jealous. You like to fight with people. You like to have control in arguments. You're very controlling or jealous, angry. You need control, okay? And you could have tried to say that you're like very aggressive with Strength coming out next to that. You're like very, very competitive, and you want to have control. That's what this is giving me, like domination over other people. Okay. Despair. Because you were in despair, right? See, that's where that comes in. See, like I said, they know that you were in despair about something that happened to you, and then after that they wanted to make it look like this despair and this heartbreak caused you to lash out and become this bitter, aggressive, hostile person. Right. Okay. That was all part. House in reverse. Oh, so interesting with my analogy here of, like, you know, a tree falling on the house, right? In despair about losing a home, in despair about losing stability or something like that. Okay. Why is despair about home in reverse here? In despair because you're not going to get something. Ten of Wands, you felt so burdened, it was too much to take. The Tower, you had a mental breakdown. That's what they try to say. The King of Swords. What is this, man? It's like they tried to say you had a mental breakdown, or what is the Tower here? And the Ten of Wands. The golden mirror, self-absorbed narcissist in a one-sided relationship. Photographs, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. What is this with photographs? The Empress in reverse, some sort of jealousy. or something about you being a distorted feminine energy, okay? Someone that's very jealous, disempowering. That was the plan, the whole strategy here. With some sort of photographs. Yes, the Six of Wands and Judgment. Again, it's like 2 cards of yes. Photographs. This is giving me my crime hour again. I think it was the first one I did where it was like somebody, trying to create this narrative of like somebody having photographs or having like sensitive pictures of someone, okay, like, in their garments or, in their underwear or something like that, in despair, feeling like you can't leave the house, or in despair after you left someone's house, trying to create this narrative of someone being controlling, somebody fighting with someone, a distorted feminine energy here. Now a King of Swords feels burdened, extremely burdened, because they're going through a Tower moment. And it's kind of like realizing that somebody was definitely trying to paint this whole freaking narrative about you based on the fact that you are like only for fun. It's like, because at one point in your life, you felt like someone was treating you like an option. You felt like you were only being used for, sex or something like that. They were just using you. It's like they created a whole narrative about this feeling, claiming that that's all you are. Because that's all you are. That's all you're good for, right? That's what they were trying to say. You're only good for a good time. That's all you're good for. That's all you're worth, basically. You're only good for sleeping with. That's it. So they weaponized how you felt about how someone was treating you. They weaponized it and said, well, yeah, that is why someone is treating you that way, because that's all you're good for. That's who you are, right? That's what I mean. Taking the focus off of how someone was treating you, how shitty someone was treating you, and turning it onto, well, they treated you like that because you deserved it. And then something here about your photographs, trying to use some sort of photographs against you. Like, newsflash, okay, I've said this in other readings, like, just because people take pictures of themselves in relationships, that doesn't mean someone is putting this shit online or, sending this stuff around. This is like private, okay? This is, whatever, part of people's intimate life, if you want to put it that way, right? But doing something like that for a partner, like someone that you're dating, someone that you're with, is not the same thing as posting it on the internet. Those are like 2 completely different things, okay? But it gets used a lot out of revenge. Like, look at how many things there are with like revenge porn, right? Where your partners, will take things and then they'll post it online after you break up. And this is what happened in this, where that's what came out in my last crime hour here. And it's giving me that again. It's like someone trying to victim blame, right? It's like victim blaming. It's like because you were victimized by someone in the past, or someone stole your photos and, wanted to get revenge on you, or because someone treated you like an option. It's like trying to say, oh, well, you're the reason why, because you're an SLUT, basically. It's like, this is nasty, because this goes into like, not all men are like this, okay? I don't want to, I'm not, saying everyone is like this, all men are the same. Definitely not. It's like a couple bad apples in the bunch, and there's women that do crazy shit as well. This is not just to be, oh, men, like, I'm not one of those that says, oh, women do everything right, men are shit, right? No, it's not that. It's not like that. But there are, unfortunately, a lot of these instances where men can, really degrade women, okay? Like, very degrading when it comes to seeing people as like sexual objects, okay? and making it about that's all you're about, and then, you know, weaponizing this, the feminine divine, you know, the feminine sexuality against someone, and saying, oh look, you're an SLUT, you're a hoe because you know, you embrace your own, you know, sexuality or something like that, or you embrace your own confidence. It's real nasty. It feels like that's what happened here. It's like you could just, I don't know. Like some women just have sex appeal, okay? Like they don't have to really do much to do it. They just have it naturally, okay? And especially if, look at how many celebrities had their pictures leaked online. It's really bad. It's really bad how some people think, oh, you know, they have the right to expose really intimate parts of people like that, when that was supposed to be private. That is private. You know, that's not, it's not the same thing doing that in private, sharing it with your partner, and then having someone that leaks it online, or even tries to weaponize it against you by threatening you and blackmailing you with it. Like, it's just really low, okay? Really, really bad. I've heard some really bad things in my life with that kind of stuff. I mean, it doesn't just happen to women, okay? I've heard of, you know, even men being blackmailed with their own pictures as well. It goes both ways. But this is definitely a whole, like, there's only men coming out here. There's a Queen of Wands, but then we have a King of Wands, King of Cups, and a King of Swords here. A bunch of masculines who are, in this case, just degrading a feminine. That's what I would say with this spread. It's like absolutely degrading a feminine, making her worth based only on her, you know, sexuality, objectifying someone, saying, oh, somebody is only, you know, for a good time, somebody's only worth a one-night stand. Look at these pictures. Like, you know, really SLUT shaming someone that I feel like didn't honestly deserve any of this. Somebody might have been treated like shit in the past. It does not justify someone's personal pictures or personal business being blasted here, or, you know, someone being objectified and judged as being, oh, that's all you're worth, that's all you're good for. I mean, it's just nasty. It's just nasty. You know, and it's not just with men. Like, I see it with women too. I see it a lot. It's like, as soon as there's someone that, you know, is beautiful, confident, you know, they love their body, they accept their body. There are women out there, oh, she must be this way, she must be that way, because, you know, look at her and what she's wearing. Like, I'll never forget, like, one time, this is a long time ago, I wanted to go out with people that I thought were my friends, right? And I was wearing a shirt, and like, oh, you want to go out like that? Like, you look like a hoe. I'm like, I'm just wearing something fitting. Like, I'm just wearing something form-fitting. But, you know, it's like that. It's like, you have to, you know, they wanted me to wear a baggy shirt, right? They're like, why don't you wear this baggy shirt? I'm like, fine. Okay, I get it, right? So, you know, say less. Yeah. Yeah, it happens all across the board, okay? Yeah, I mean, generally female, you know, sex appeal has been so vilified, and it depends. You can have class, okay? You can look good and you can have class, but as soon as, you know, you get into these kind of energies, like, so judgmental. This is super misogynistic kind of a thing here. The Ten of Swords, okay? Betrayal, ultimate betrayal. The Tower and the Eight of Swords. Wow, what's that? Look at that. Ten of Swords, the Tower, and the Eight of Swords. What the hell is that? What is that? The King of Pentacles in reverse. Who's this? That's like the whole, I mean, really, honestly, it's giving me, that is the whole basis of these masculines, or all these people trying to fuck you up, isn't it? The entire basis of their entire, whatever this is, plan, plot, scheme, case, whatever you may call it, is trying to convince every single person in the world that you are a SLUT. Isn't that what it is? That's that 1% truth, right? The 1% truth is you were in a relationship where you felt like you were being treated like a one-night stand, or like you were just being strung along. You felt like you were being charmed and used. You felt like somebody wasn't, nothing was changing with time. You were just being treated like a hookup. You expressed these emotions of that you didn't like this. You didn't like being treated this way. You did not want to be treated this way. Like that's all you are, right? 1% truth, someone here has some sort of an ex that might have leaked their pictures or stolen pictures or something like that. That's the 1% truth. And the 99% lies is you are an SLUT, and that's why you got treated this way. That's why somebody only treated you like an option, because you are an HOE, right? And that's why somebody stole your pictures and leaked them, because you are an SLUT. That's all you're good for. That's why someone treats you the way that you are, because you a hoe. And nobody can make a housewife out of a hoe, right? That's what this is giving me here. Tell me about the Tower. Breakup, separation, silent treatment, abandonment. So they said someone broke up with you because what? You're a hoe? Girl talk in reverse. Time with friends in reverse. Happily single, living in the moment in reverse. What does that mean? Girl talk in reverse. Somebody's not talking to someone anymore. Somebody's giving someone the silent treatment now. Heartbreak, pain, separation, stabbed in the back in reverse. Giving someone the silent treatment. You know what this is even giving me? Time with friends in reverse and stabbed in the back in reverse. It's like, you know how sometimes, like, look, let's say you're a feminine, okay? Because that's just what I'm getting. And you hang out with your friends, okay? You hang out with your friends, or you're talking to a friend or something like that, just a friend. Maybe it's, you know, somebody in the friends group that happens to be masculine, okay? You're not doing anything with that person. You're not stabbing someone in the back, okay? You're not out here, you know, pretending to be single, living in the moment, having fun. But someone accuses you, or, you know, accuses you of, you know, oh, you're cheating, or you're doing this, or you must be talking to that person because there's more going on. I mean, this is this really toxic assumption that all women are hoes, all women cheat. As soon as a woman looks or blinks at a dude, they're cheating. As soon as someone has a dude in the friends group and they're all going out on the town together and that guy is there and everybody's in the group, they're cheating. You're talking to that guy. It's like that toxic assumption where you feel like you can't even talk to friends anymore. You're not stabbing someone in the back. You know you're not doing anything. You're not deceiving someone. But someone breaks up with you, they don't want to talk to you anymore. They pretend like, you know, oh, I know that you had something with that guy. I know that you did something with them. Oh, because what? All women are hoes, or what? I mean, it's just giving me something like that. Just absolute over-exaggeration of your character and what kind of a person you are. And just because you're out talking to a friend or meeting up with a group of friends and there's a guy there, it's like, oh, I know that you're doing something with them. No, it's like, oh God. 4 of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. The Page of Cups. Reaching out to someone, talking to someone. 8 of Wands, the Lovers. Something about reaching out to someone, talking to someone. The Lovers. Something about a relationship, okay? I mean, this is honestly even giving me somebody, it's like you trying to tell this person, like, look, I was just being friendly. Like, it was just a friend. I was just talking to this person as a friend. Okay, it's nothing more than that. Really, it isn't. And this person, like, I know that you're doing something with them, and I know that you're in a relationship with them. I know that you're... It's giving me something like that, man. Focus on self-worth. Endings bring new beginnings. Taking time to heal, doing shadow work. An ending brings a new beginning. Relationship evolving to the next phase. It's all about how someone reached out to this Queen of Wands and told them that they want to have a new beginning. They want to evolve the relationship to the next phase. They want to start over with someone. It's all about that for some reason. Yeah, and they told this Queen of Wands that somebody was chasing after them, wouldn't leave them alone, and didn't want the relationship to be over. Right. Okay, so basically, whoever the dude is in this situation, contact Queen of Wands who's not you. Tells Queen of Wands, I want to be with you again. I want to heal the relationship with you, blah, blah, blah. Also proceeds to tell this person, by the way, there's someone that I dumped and broke up with, which would be collective, apparently. Yeah, that person didn't mean anything to me. It was only, you know, for fun. Wasn't more than that. That person is an SLUT and biggest mistake of my life. And now I want to come back to you because they're an HOE. Is that what this is? I mean, again, that's kind of weird too. It's like, you're gonna go to someone else and be like, oh, I left them because they're a hoe. Like, what? Yes, that's exactly what they did. And that was a stupid plan. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. That was a stupid plan. And yes, that's exactly what they did. The Hierophant in reverse. They said, oh, I can't make a hoe a housewife. That's what they said. Oh, I can't commit to that kind of a person. I can't commit to them. Or that's why I would never commit to them or something like that. The World in reverse. The Justice and the Two of Pentacles. Having multiple options. Heart with the Key. Yeah, welcoming love, meeting the one. Perception. Trying to change the perception of the past so that they could manifest exactly what they want, which is some sort of money, right? Changing the perception of who is the one, who was the one. Who is the one? Who do they want to get together with and be with? And it's not you, because somebody would never commit to someone like you because you're not marriage material and you're just an SLUT, right? That's what someone did here. Okay. Love call in reverse. Separation in reverse. Somebody is not thinking about someone. Somebody is not sad. Somebody doesn't miss someone. Somebody's not unsure of their future. Somebody doesn't love someone. Somebody doesn't want to talk to someone. So they told this Queen of Wands, whoever this dude is, told the Queen of Wands, oh, I'm not talking to them anymore at all because you can't make a hoe into a housewife, and they were just for a good time and didn't mean anything to me. Is that really what this is? Like, what? Like, why you gotta prove it? Like, why are you trying to prove something so hard, huh? Why are you trying to prove it so hard to this Queen of Wands that someone else was, you know, just for a fun time? Like, why are you trying to prove it so hard? What are you trying to prove? I mean, it's just kind of weird. Soulmates. The Chaser. Oh, they won't leave me alone. They keep chasing after me. They won't leave me alone. They want a relationship with me, but I don't want a relationship. Oh, that's why, right? I don't want a relationship with them because they were just for a good time. They won't leave me alone because they won't accept that I only wanted fun with them. It was just casual and they never meant more to me than that. They just can't accept it. That's what this person said, to make you look like a stalker, right? To the Queen of Wands. That's what they said. 9 of Swords in reverse. That's why someone was not worried or anxious or feeling any kind of way. 5 of Cups. They were just sad about this love offer. Yeah, that somebody wants to let go of the burden and have a new beginning. They just want to overcome something. They don't want to feel the burden anymore. It's too much burden. They want to have a new beginning. They don't want something to be this hard. They want to start over. Telling this Queen of Wands, don't worry though. You don't have anything to worry about. But someone is just really sad about my feelings, like I only love this. It's like someone saying like, oh, Queen of Wands, I can't love anyone like I love you. I could never love that person like I love you because that person was a hoe and you're not. And that's why I know it's real with you, because you're the only person that's not a hoe. Like, that's what this is giving me, okay? But don't worry, I don't want you to be burdened by this, because they won't leave me alone. They won't leave me alone. I want a new beginning with you, but I don't want you to be scared. That's why we have to stay away from each other. Is that really what this is here? Not today, not dealing, hurt, boundaries, still angry, avoiding a conversation called person. I'm trying to avoid them. They won't leave me alone, right? Girl talk in reverse. I'm not talking to anyone else, or not talking to someone anymore. They told this Queen of Wands that they're not talking to you anymore, or something like that. I'm not talking to them at all anymore. Stability, security, permanence, and growth. Or we can't talk anymore, or we can't talk, or they're not talking to you, or I don't know, something like that. Healthy choices. Yeah, they know where their stability is, and they're gonna make the healthiest choice. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. Okay. Right. I mean, whatever. Like I said, people can do what they want. I really don't like how they're making someone look, how they're talking about someone, how they're degrading someone here like this. But it's all part of the plan. It's a plan. They're doing it on purpose that way, okay? Lovers. Yeah, a betrayal. Look at this. A betrayal in a relationship. Because somebody betrayed someone with a lover, or betrayed someone here in a relationship or something like that. Death. Yeah, something is over. Page of Cups. Reaching out to someone. Reaching out to this Queen of Wands after an ending. Talking about, oh, I know I betrayed you. But the 2 of Wands reverse. That, I mean, who even, like, why? I mean, how are you going to be that kind of a feminine? Going to someone being like, yeah, I know I betrayed you, but she didn't mean anything to me, and it was just sex anyways. You're going to take that person back? Like, what does that say about you, man? The 10 of Wands. The 8 of Swords. Someone feeling trapped, overwhelmed, stuck, burdened. What is this with 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords? Somebody, look, whoever this is wearing a mask, okay? Hiding something, personifying and pretending that someone is chasing after them. Oh, yeah, Queen of Wands, I want to be with you again, but this SLUT, they won't leave me alone. They're chasing after me. They can't be without me. You know, it's just complicated right now because, you know, they won't get off of me. They want to be with me so bad, but I don't even want to be with them. What the hell? Coffin in reverse, high honor in reverse. Yeah. This is so dishonorable. This whole thing is so dishonorable, okay? Talking about, oh, I don't want something to end here. There's no honor in this situation whatsoever. Adjudication, change. They try to change something by judging you. Honestly, I feel like adjudication is all about having you judged. Changing the way people see you. Changing the way people perceive you. And changing the way people even like, oh, you don't have any honor, right? Trying to make you look like you're someone with no honor. You're someone with no values, no standards. You're just like, you know, you get around town, everybody gets a turn, right? You're easy. You have no honor. You weren't worth it. You're just good for a good time. I mean, that's basically what they did here. Just trying to change the perception of you, trying to change everybody's opinion of you, okay? How people judge you, you know, making you look like you're this desperate chaser, desperate for attention, chasing after people for attention. You know, you won't leave someone alone because you want a relationship so bad. So stupid. Oh, this is the truth about some marriage. Here's the truth about the marriage, or who someone wants to marry, or, you know, wanting to marry someone or be with someone. Oh yeah, I want to marry you, but not this HOE over there, like, stupid. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Let's see. I mean, I don't know. What's the outcome here? I want to know what's the outcome here before I close it out. What's the outcome here? The outcome here is that this isn't gonna work. 8 of Pentacles in reverse, not working. It's not gonna work. They're not going to defame your reputation like this. The Devil and the 9 of Pentacles, it's going to show that this was just out of greed, okay? Everything that these people said, literally out of greed. Out of greed. It's not going to work, okay? It's just nasty. These people are just nasty and evil, really. They're greedy. It's all about money. It's all about this King of Wands getting some sort of money. This person has no standards, no morals, no integrity, no values, okay? Honestly, it's probably just projection as well. So I'm going to leave it at that, man. Okay, let's see maybe who this is that you're dealing with. A Sagittarius, a sister, a Libra, November, April, and a father Sagittarius, King of Wands here, possibly October, Libra, and June, and a Cancer. Okay, and then we have February and September at the bottom. So hope this helps, guys. I'm gonna leave it there. Thanks for watching. Until next time.